I'm still waiting to take delivery of my Mustang Mach E, but while waiting, I've been doing a lot of research about the Mustang Mach E, and I've actually uncovered that there are 5 things that I'm pretty disappointed that my Mustang Mach E will not include. Let's do a deeper dive. So quick note on these 5 things that I'm disappointed about. First of all, they are all technology related, so there may be an opportunity for Ford to update or to address these concerns so that by the time I take delivery, these issues are no longer existent. In addition to that, all of these things that I will be covering are based on my review of doing research at home. I've never driven the car, so keep that in mind. But all the online forums as well as comments on my YouTube videos, I'm learning that the Ford app for the Mustang Mach E is less than ideal. I've been hearing about a lot of crashes, glitches, and bugs. Take a look at some of the YouTube videos currently online that feature these bugs for the Ford app. As someone who came from a Tesla Model 3, it is something that I heavily relied upon when trying to start the car, heat and cool the car, or unlock or lock the car. So it is unfortunate and very disappointing to hear that I will not have a flawless experience doing that. I do hope that Ford updates the app by the time I take delivery to make sure that it becomes a flawless experience. Last week I made a video comparing all of the crossover EVs in the market, and one of the things that really caught my eye is that a lot of car companies are using their crossover EV to tout the latest in safety features. More specifically, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is super interesting, and I came across this chart on the Hyundai's website. In this chart on Hyundai's website, we do see that the Ioniq 5 includes a blind spot camera view, which the Mustang Mach E does not include. As someone who came from a Tesla Model 3, I did use the blind spot camera view quite often so that I didn't have to turn my head all the way to check that a car was in my blind spot. To hear that the Ford Mustang Mach E does not have that feature is a little bit disappointing. I do acknowledge that they do have monitors on the side mirrors to let you know if a car is there, but it would have been really great if Ford could utilize the front screen or at least the main screen to show if there is a car in my blind spot. In that same crossover EV video that I made last week, it was very impressive to me to see the charging speeds of the EV6 as well as the Hyundai Ioniq 5. They both tout going from 10% to 80% battery with just 18 minutes of charge, and the Ford Mustang Mach E does not have that speed. The Ford Mustang Mach E charges at 28 miles per hour on a 48 amperage, which is definitely almost half of what the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6 charge at. While I doubt I'll need fast charging speeds pretty often, it really is nice to have that safety net of being able to charge very quickly in case of emergencies or if you are doing long road trips. So I do think that Ford got caught in a weird time where they announced the car after the Model Y but before the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5. I do think that future model years will have that fast charging speed, but obviously that's going to cause me as someone who's taking a model year 2022 to have that fear of missing out on that fast charging speed in case of emergencies. So I'm a bit disappointed about that. And these last 2 things are very biased because of my experience owning a Tesla Model 3. The 4th feature that I'm disappointed that my Mustang Mach E will not include is a security cam feature very much similar to Tesla's Sentry mode. If you are not familiar with Sentry mode, it is a Tesla feature which allows it to utilize the car's cameras to record when you are not in a vehicle and the vehicle is locked. Personally, this is like having your own security guard taking a look at your car and its surroundings while you are not there. I do think it'll take Ford a long time to build something similar to Sentry mode. It will require Ford utilizing all the cameras and having a big enough battery to support using those cameras, as well as giving the driver enough battery to drive and get around. So I do think that this is something that won't be coming anytime soon with an over-the-air update, but it is unfortunate given that electric vehicles do get some unwanted eyeballs. Lastly, I am disappointed that the Ford Mustang Mach E that I will receive does not have advanced technology features, and especially those quirky features. One of the things that I really enjoyed about having a Tesla Model 3 is waking up and getting an over-the-air update of some quirky features. One feature, for example, is very much the summon mode that the Tesla has, where you can summon the car to come to your location and pick you up. At this point in the Ford Mustang Mach E's early life, I don't expect us to get any new advanced and quirky features. I think we're going to have a lot of updates that focus on the basic essentials of simply driving safely with an electronic vehicle. So it is a bit disappointing. In addition to that, I don't know if Ford's brand is going to allow it to have quirky and out of left field features. But it was something really nice that I enjoyed about my Tesla Model 3, and I am a little bit disappointed that those same little quirks will not be on the Ford Mustang Mach E, at least in the first beginning years of receiving my car. And overall, those 5 things that I'm pretty disappointed that my Ford Mustang Mach-E are not 100% deal breakers. I know that they are nice things to have, but they are not going to stop me from completely enjoying the car. I will say it's one of the things I've learned very early on in my career is that you have to be happy with what you have. There's always going to be new iterations with new features that you're going to be having the fear of missing out. But for me personally, it's very much a mindset shift where I just need to be appreciative of the car that I have because it's an amazing piece of technology. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Make sure to click like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more updates on a Ford Mustang Mach-E. Leave your comments below if you have any questions. I'm going to reply to all of them. So we will catch you in the next one. See ya.